ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I'm like a dog in heat.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know if the day was...
Fast forward, Ed.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Yeah. Super duper.
That's nice.
Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
Sports, right? Am I right?
Hell yeah, man. Sports whale.
How awesome was that yesterday?
It was outstanding. It was a sweet moment. The goal they got with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game was awesome. And I think the lady said they might need a Taylor Heisey outlet pass, and that's what they got, and that's how they won the game.
It's your sport, Zachary. A+.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I know it's not like the most popular sport in the world and everything, but when hockey's on, it's on, and it's wonderful. So that was incredible. Thank God I think one of many who probably lost a lot of faith there at the end of the regulation until we got that wonderful moment, and then of course overtime happened, and man, that was fun. That was good. That was why we like sports. So congratulations to Taylor, to the rest of that team that worked their asses off to get to this point and recognized for it. And it was we knew it wasn't going to be easy. I told you all week, it was never going to be the blowout.
What are you talking about? Piece of cake.
Yeah, Corey said it'd be 5-1.
Yeah, and I got it 50% correct. I nailed the Canada score.
Yes, well said, yeah. Well said.
Nailed it.
Yeah, well said.
I said 5-1 U.S. I was very close. And 2 looks like a 5 if you don't know how to draw either number. You know?
Yeah, it's a good
like
point.
Squiggly and whatnot, and you're like, that's close.
3-year-old would write.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like 3-year-old meat sauce would have written 2-1, and it would have looked exactly like 5-1.
Yeah.
I saw your joke about hitting the panic button spelled the way that you spelled it. That was real. I actually thought after the first period, when the U.S. put up a goose egg, I'm like, something feels off, man.
Yep.
It wasn't, midway through the third, hey, we're running out of time. It was like late first. I'm like, man, what is going on here? Something feels a little bit off. And again, I'm not a good enough hockey mind to know what was off. It just felt like this isn't going right. What am I missing? And then when we got to the second intermission, and it was still a 0 for the U.S., we're averaging 5 goals a game, and we have 0.
Yeah.
And there aren't a lot of great chances, a couple here and there, but not a lot of great chances. I'm like, are they going to crap the bed and go 31-1 through their first 6 games and just go 0 for when it matters most?
Yeah.
I'm like, this would be losing 4-3 to Canada, not the end of the world. Getting like a 3-0 loss when you were that dominant, that would be absolute shell shock.
I mean,
but it didn't happen.
At one point when the
Thought it was
stats
happening,
we'd been reading all week about how they'd been outscoring their opponents like 31-1. If you outscore your opponents, which it looked like it might have been until those 2 minutes left in the game, 31-2, and you don't win the gold medal, that's
well said.
That's hideous, and that's what it looked like was going to happen. And then that they pulled the goalie, and that goal was sweet.
Yeah, that redirect by Hillary Knight was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was really a really classic cliche type of game of like experience and age that Canada had, and then obviously the inexperience in the youth that the United States had, and they were I think the faster team, certainly the better team the United States was, but it shows you how much that that being there before, sometimes that's overblown, but I think that was exactly what was happening. Team USA looked lost for most of that game. They looked like they were. I don't know if it was nerves. I'm interested to hear more, and maybe perhaps we'll be able to talk to Taylor about it. But what exactly caused so many of them to basically play the worst games that they played all Olympics in that moment? But obviously, you talk about nerves and pressure and all that other stuff, because there were times where I was wondering if the players were sick. There was that illness that was going around a couple weeks ago with Finland. Maybe it caught up to them, but they pulled it out in the end. It was oddly enough, their veteran leadership, Hillary Knight, that got them on the board, and then what a pass by Taylor. I mean that was a wonderful feed from 100 feet away to set that up, and obviously the goal by Keller was classic, amazing, wonderful. But wow, what a day for Team USA, and
arguably the best part is as soon as the goal was scored, Parker Fox standing up and basically screaming into a group of Canadians, God bless the USA.
That was outstanding.
Parker should be joining in the next segment.
Good.
We'll get his recap. He's up and at 'em in Milan. It's about noon or so there. So I can't even imagine the partying that they did as a team in the last, 24 hours.
Oh, man.
Not quite 24, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine.
No.
But they're up. They're awake.
Yeah. It was unbelievably cool. And now we get to do it all over again with the dudes at sometime today?
2:10.
Interesting way to word that. So, a lot of people posted the career of Taylor Heisey.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about Taylor?
What's left?
When is she going to start losing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, we know she's super successful. We know she's had a great career. But when they start actually listing, at this age, she did this.
Yeah.
And then at this age, 2 years later, she did all of this. Then she got to college and did all this. Then she got to the pros and did all this. Then she went to the Olympics and did all this. It's all she does is win.
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean,
What is
live
left
like
for her?
the rest of us for a second, Taylor. Take it down a notch.
What does she do? What's her goal now? What has she not done that
That's
she
a
could do
good point.
now?
That's a very good point.
I mean, obviously she could
Mary
win
Parker?
more Olympics, how
about this?
She still doesn't have to do that.
That's a good point.
Well said. Jason Feldman yesterday posted this young lady, and it's a picture of Taylor Heisey in 7th grade. Had 5 goals and 4 assists as a 7th grader on the Red Wings varsity team 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Now she's a gold medalist. Then it's retweeted by Justin Gard, who wrote, "That's the same year Parker Fox made his debut on the Gophers." That's
And Guardsy was cooking yesterday.
when he said to her, "Do you not have her phone number?" That was genius.
When Parker said, "I'm so incredibly proud of you, Taylor," but he said it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the best bits.
Guardsy's hilarious.
Oh,
but yeah,
man.
it was sweet. You guys are right. What else is there to do? I mean,
But look, life is filled with disappointments. She just hasn't experienced them yet.
No, she is not.
Which is great.
And
We're
good
super
for her.
happy for her. She's an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
What a career. PWHL championships.
Her brother was the headline story on ESPN.com.
Number 1 pick in the old PWHL draft. Just Olympic gold medalist. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, can't win an initials game worth a damn, but who cares? She doesn't care.
No, what does she care?
Anything she cares about, she wins.
Yeah.
Man, what's that like to
I don't
just
know.
win nonstop?
Good for her.
Maybe I should transition instead of poker. Maybe I should transition to something I know I can win consistently.
Like Bond for 64.
Yeah, but that's in 1998. I
you
can't
think-
time travel.
Do you think, though, if you picked that up right now, it would be like riding a bike
No.
and you would be dominant at it
Not
again?
even close.
Like how long? But
When's the last time you rode a bike?
oh, God. I don't remember.
Same.
Because every bike I rode as a kid, the back tire would go flat. And I hated
100%.
it.
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay. I know it. You don't have to reiterate it to me. I mean, but don't you think if you gave it like a couple hours,
No.
I mean, you played Mario Kart your whole life and you're great at that, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think you'd be good at it. Like, I was super good at Tiger Woods 05, like super good. Like, I'd shoot like a 54 because me and Scene Bear played it a lot. I bet if I started playing that again after about 2 rounds, I'd get the feel back.
I guess the point.
I got to find something that I can win at and have it be profitable, though, and like get a rush out of.
Video games are profitable.
Not
about
really
chess? You're
anymore.
smart enough.
It's going the wrong way.
But what about that game
Yeah.
you and Zach always played all
Rocket
the time
League
and
is
then
still a
you
big
stopped?
deal. Yeah.
And you left Zach hanging all by
I ghosted
himself.
a lot of my Rocket League teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were good at that.
You basically like Steve Perry'd us.
Should have been gone.
I did. I left.
Yeah.
Cold turkey.
Yeah.
You quit at cold
Well,
turkey?
I'm pretty sure he thought he was getting addicted.
Oh, for sure. I had the addiction bug for sure on Rocket League. I'm like, I gotta stop. This is overwhelming my life. It's so much fun, but it's just everything in that game is systematically set up for you to want to just keep going.
Was that the game?
Games are quick, instant rewards.
Couldn't you have let it ruin your life just a little bit?
Yeah.
That's
little
what
bit
poker
longer.
does.
But was that the game where Parrish
Financially.
used to call you on speakerphone and you guys would play along to that?
Yep.
We'd have
Yeah.
three-way calls.
Yep. We did a lot of three-ways, Zach and Parrish and me.
Oh, well, good for Zach.
By the way, a complete left turn. Final couple of days of the Olympics here, right?
Yeah.
Live from Milan right now is women's ski snowcross, which is basically like racing,
Yeah.
right? You race down the mountain.
It's like the mountaineering bit.
No.
No. Oh, no.
No, this is just racing. So
Oh.
you're going down the hill, but not by yourself time. This is 4 at a time, and the top 2 advance each round, and so on and so forth. There's a gal from Switzerland named 16 Cousin. Her first name is Sixtine. 16.
What?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
16. Spelled that way. 16.
Cousin.
Isn't that nuts?
That's a movie.
That's a crazy name.
I like Slack.
That was a visual joke.
I don't get that.
Yeah, you had to be watching the coverage. It worked for me. I thought it was
Her
funny.
name starts with an S, and then her last name is Lack, so it just was S.Lack.
Oh,
Yeah, you get it.
no.
You know who doesn't slack?
Parker Fox and Builders and Remodelers.
Yeah. Parker. Oh, he's on there. He's ready to go.
All right, sweet. We'll do that when we come back. Man, 16 though. I almost named my kid 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Thought it was a nice name.
How would you spell it?
Seven.
Oh, I thought you'd
Would he be
get all
serious?
fancy.
Or soda, but 7.
Soda?
Yeah, my wife wanted nothing to do with 7.
I don't think Rosie's here.
What about Pirates?
Of the Caribbean?
Oh, Rosie's not here? No, then never mind. It's
Name
from
of
Seinfeld.
Pirates.
Hasn't been here all week.
Oh. Parker Fox from Milan, probably wearing Taylor Heisey's gold medal right after this on the Fan.
Hold, please. Can you...
The Fan.
Man.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. It is Friday, February 20th. I'm Corey Cove. That's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert. There's Zachary Halverson. Marnie will be here in a little bit. We'll play initials at 8:15. Alexis Huss is going to play as well at 8:15 with $110,000 on the line. That's right, 110.
Hell yeah, man.
Sauce, $110,000.
That would be sweet.
You're not eligible.
No, but it would be sweet to have somebody win it.
It really would. We've
It'd
had
be
2
awesome.
close calls in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe today's the day. All right, Zachary, is Parker locked and loaded? Are we all ready? Live from Milan, the great Parker Fox.
Ciao.
Hey,
Hello,
man.
everybody.
Dude,
What's going on, dudes?
have you gone to bed? Are you 0.2 right now?
I did get a little bit of sleep. I will apologize for the raspiness in my voice early here today as the partying went late night, that's for sure. I tapped out at about 3. I think the girls continued on into the night. Who knows? But yeah, the partying was a blast. They have, here at the Olympics, every single team, every single country that is, has houses. And last night, the celebration was at the U.S. house, the Winter House. And the booze was flowing. And the girls were fired up. So it was a really good time.
All right, let's talk about the game first, and then I have a million questions about the aftermath, including the party and what you saw, who you saw, what happened. But let's go back to the game. We talked about it the last couple of days, Parker, about how does this team not get overconfident? How do they stay locked in, just accomplish the task, and then go home with the gold? Everybody on their couches was nervous as hell. It just did not look like it was in the cards. It didn't look like it was going to happen. How nervous was the U.S. crowd in the stadium when it was 1-0 late?
Oh my gosh. I mean, however nervous anybody was on their couch, multiply that by 1,000, and then you're feeling what I was feeling in the crowd, man. It was one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever experienced. I don't think I have fingernails left to bite if I wanted to. But man, it was fun, at the same time. They came out a little slow in the first period, the Americans that is, and Canada scored shorthanded, and it was one of those goals where it's like, hey, this is going to be a game that's going to be low scoring. It's going to be physical. Both these teams are doing all the X's and O's things correctly, and comes down to the final 2 minutes. And I think it was a really good play by your head coach to pull the goalie there. I think about 2.5 minutes left with an offensive zone face-off. And, Taylor ended up being the extra skater out there, and they won the draw back to Layla Edwards, who fired a shot. And then, of course, the team captain, 5-time Olympian Hillary Knight tips it in. And not only did that tie the game up and send it to overtime, but it gave her the most ever goals from a U.S. Women's Olympian, the most ever points as well. So, kind of the tip of the cap to her and her career. And then you go to overtime, right? And I think we had a lot of momentum. That's kind of when the U.S. fans could actually kind of breathe a sigh of relief. And then I kind of, was under the impression of if we can get this thing to overtime, we're going to win this game. And sure enough, Taylor gets the puck behind the net and throws a beautiful pass up the boards to Megan Keller. And that was one of the nastiest moves I've ever seen. I'm sure you guys have talked about it, but completely, video game mode to step around the defender, then put it through the legs. And it was, I'm still like, I can't believe it. It was such a big celebration, and we were all fired up, as you guys have probably seen from my videos on social media.
Yeah. Parker, the second Taylor threw that pass, did all of you stand up and you were like, this is it. This is going to be the moment?
Yeah, I mean, 1,000%. I think, last World Championships in the Czech Republic, she had a big steal and made a backdoor assist to win the game in overtime versus Canada, less than 10 months ago. So I've seen her do it a million times. And when I saw her get the puck on her stick, I was a little nervous because the girl that was the outlet pass was actually a defender. So she was kind of out of place a little bit, Megan Keller, that is. But Taylor saw her with her eyes up and threw the puck. And it was kind of the end of Taylor's shift, right? So I knew kind of when I'm watching these games, I get more excited when Taylor's on the ice, right? It's like, that's inevitable. I'm going to get more excited. So I knew she was getting off for her shift and she was going to go, change, but she had one pass to make and she made a beautiful pass right up the seam. And when Meg got that, it was a one-on-one and she made a hell of a play. So I was fired up. I was standing out of my seat. And then as you can hear my voice, I was screaming for the next 20 minutes.
Good for you.
This might be more of a question for Taylor or any of her teammates, but it's bizarre that you work, all this time and you play 5-on-5 or, obviously there's power plays, et cetera. But to then decide the game on 3-on-3, which is a completely different ball game. It's just, you get as you saw, they're the passing lanes, everything, it's all different. Do they practice that at all? Do they have that in their mind at all? Or is it just kind of figure it out as you go? And obviously Taylor figured it out pretty well.
Yeah, no, you're right, Zacho. It's something you probably don't go over and practice a whole lot. I know they have their lines. She's talked to me about, hey, if it is 3-on-3, this is who I'm playing with. And it's one of those things where, it's your legs aren't getting as tired, right? You have a little bit more adrenaline. This is the biggest hockey game you ever played in your life. So you're realistically only playing probably, 9 or 10 girls, trying to get them on and off the ice as fast as you can. So it's one of those kind of situations where, hey, you're going to be on the ice. Taylor, being a good player, she knows she's going to be out there. She knows the opportunity is going to be in front of her. And and now it's make a play. So, but the funny thing is we really didn't know. So the third period ended, and we kind of had no idea if it was 5-on-5 or 3-on-3. You know, we watched the men's game the night before, and it was 3-on-3. But we were like, oh, maybe because the gold medal game, it's going to be 5-on-5. But sure enough, the start of the period, it was 3-on-3, and I really liked our chances. I think we just had more youth, we had more skill out on the ice, and that was inevitable as Meg Keller just absolutely walked that defender and scored the game-winning goal.
So the goal goes in, the U.S. crowd goes nuts, and you had about 4 rows of Canadians right behind you, and you're screaming, "God bless America," right in their face. Walk us through that.
Oh, man, just the whole game, right? It's just one of those games where you don't score for 57 and a half minutes, and things aren't going your way. And, you know, I try to keep it, you know, positive. The one thing I always tell Taylor is like, you know, the hay's already in the barn. You've already done the work. Like, now this is the opportunity to go prove it. And, you know, things just weren't going the right way. Pucks weren't bouncing the right way. That's hockey, right? Like, it's a part of the game. And the Canadian fans were letting me hear it for most of the game behind me, and with the "Oh Canada" chants and this and that. And, you know, I let them hear it back after Hillary got that tip-in goal. And then, you know, after Meg Keller scored that, you know, game winner, I kind of blacked out, to be honest with you. And I started saying words that I can't repeat on this show. And I had a little 9-year-old kid be like, "Hey, congratulations, but you don't have to use that profanity." And I was like, "Oh, sorry, fella." But no, man, it was so great. And as you can tell in my voice, we were yelling pretty loud. Not only just to win that game, but to do it versus Canada. And, you know, I've lived vicariously through Taylor. That's like her biggest rival, all those girls on that side of the ice. So, you know, she's been doing a lot of winning recently, so it feels pretty good.
So now what do you do until Sunday when you leave?
Yeah, so actually, as if you can see behind me, if people are watching the show, this is NBC's kind of studio right here. So Taylor and her whole team are hanging out with Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart up there, doing a little interview. I'm sure Mike Tirico's maybe up there. Who knows? A little Today Show interview. And then they got to do some media. But then it's actually my birthday today, so we're going to go get birthday dinner. Yeah, and it's the 27th birthday, which is Taylor's, you know, hockey number 27 as well. So we knew there was good juju in the air. But her parents left yesterday, so we're going to get some birthday dinner tonight. And then we're actually going to go to Cinque Terre tomorrow. I think it's about a 2-hour train ride. So we're going to go check that out. But I'm telling you, man, like, this place is so magical.
Yeah, show us around here. Look at that. Oh, my.
Look at that.
So
that's the Duomo, which is...
That is the backdrop for the NBC coverage. And it's actually amazing to see that.
That's sweet.
Wow.
I know. It's unbelievable, man. It's a beautiful day today. I think it's about 65 and sunny. And yeah, this is the Duomo. And then this is kind of the town square right here. And then you got the NBC studios. And no, it's special. As you can see, there's so many people out and everybody's loving the weather. So I think just, you know, enjoying it. Saw us a lot next couple days, just enjoying, what we have here in Milan before we have to go back home. It's been a special place, and I've actually truly really fell in love with the city. It's amazing, and so much great food. The people are great, and I think it adds to the factor too when you win a gold medal. So,
all right, couple final things for Parker, and then we'll let him go celebrate his birthday and a gold medal out of his fiancée. But so let's go back to the partying. So from the second the goal goes in, whether it's post-game interviews, media, all that kind of stuff, obviously the stuff that happens on the ice. How long did it take for the party to actually start? Are we talking like 2 hours before the girls had no obligations and could just go for it?
I started the party pretty early, so I can't speak for them.
But the first period you started it.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I honestly didn't even have a beer pregame. I was a little too nervous, and when I went through the first period, and I was like, I need to go grab a beer. So went and got 2 beers, and I kind of did about 6 or 7 of those Coronas during the game. So I was feeling a little bit, that's for sure. And then we kind of kept the party going. We knew that, you know, the girls go to the locker room and they celebrate as a team first. So all the kind of parents, families, and friends headed over to the Winter House. And it was probably about an hour and a half till the girls got there, but open bar there at the Winter House. So everybody was tuned up pretty good by the time the girls came in. And then all the girls came in and they had, shots and wines and the whole bit ready for them. And I think that was probably about 12:30, and we got out of there at about 2:30 or 3. So it was probably a good 2 hours of open bar partying, and rightfully so. These girls have been grinding for it for the last 2 weeks. The mental focus it takes to play in the Olympics and stay in it is great, and now you can let loose and party. So there's beers flowing. They had the ski mask goggles and the whole bit.
Love
Champagne was being popped. It was electric.
Dude,
That's awesome.
you picked a good one, man. She's a winner. That's all she does is win.
It's crazy, man. It's insane to even think about. She won 3 U18 World Championships with USA. Now she's won 2 PWHL Walter Cup championships. She's 1 for 1 in the Olympics, multiple world championships. It's insane. And I'll brag on her because I know she won't brag for herself. But it's truly special. And to just be a small part of it is really awesome.
Dude, you're
Hell
the
yeah,
best,
dude.
man. Happy birthday. Tell Taylor that we're very proud of her and happy for her. And we'll hopefully see you guys very, very soon. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, we'll see you Wednesday. Hopefully Taylor can come in with me too. So
Love it. Love it. All right, Parker. Thanks, buddy.
All right, dudes. Peace.
Bye.
Yep.
Man, living the life.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Cruising
dude.
in Milan.
Good for him.
Time of his life.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Man, Milan looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Italy looks beautiful.
Italy is sweet. Yeah.
Like I said a while ago, like normally, like the Olympics, you lose money because it's so expensive to host and everything. And they say that the whole idea of like people seeing your city and they're gonna all want to travel there, that's all overblown. I think Milan might be the exception. I think
Yes.
there's gonna be a lot of people. They have the means, whether it is Milan or Cortina, are gonna want to go because it looks wonderful. Every shot, even that, like that's on an iPhone, and you look at back and I think that is a painting. That is art.
Italy is badass.
So
Did you go to Milan? What cities did you go to?
We went to the one he's going to tomorrow, Lake Como, Venice.
You get to Rome?
No.
Did not get to Rome.
No. But it's cool, man. It's a fun place.
Front page sports in a second. Alexis Huss in about 30 minutes. Marnie a little over an hour from now. And then at 8:15, initials game 616 with $110,000 potentially up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
slight chance of snow, then cloudy skies today. High at 27. Drop it down to 15 tonight.
Nailed it.
Well said. Yesterday was the last 2 days, that was a lot of snow. How did we all miss that? Like, I think we thought we weren't going to get a lot. Was it because, like,
All
it
the
got
models said we
cold?
were supposed to miss it and we were supposed to get rain or maybe like an inch of snow. And then, according to the meteorologist that I watched yesterday, they basically said it was not the model, right? It missed, like the gap wasn't, it was supposed to be a wide gap, but it was a tight gap, and the gap was right over the top of the Twin Cities, so it squeezed like 8 inches of snow instead of 1. It's supposed to be 1.
Yeah,
We'll
was
take
a
it,
lot. Yeah, it looks nice now.
All right, let's do front page sports.
Sweet, dude.
We got some stuff to talk about here,
Yeah.
you know?
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, you can get some cookies this morning. Do you know they have cookies there?
Hell yeah,
They got a
dude.
whole bunch of cookies at Holiday.
Yeah. I love Holiday.
They got donuts, they got cookies, they got a whole bunch of stuff right in the front there. You also can get Coca-Cola products, 3 for $6.50 at Holiday. 20-ounce bottles, whether it's Coke, Diet Cokes, right, whatever. Mix and match any Coca-Cola 20-ounce bottles you want with our friends, 3 for $6.50 at Holiday. Diet Coke, Zachary.
Yeah,
Diet Coke,
Zach.
Zachary.
So
Of
good.
course.
Love
Of course.
Holiday.
Of course. All right, we've mentioned it a million times, but let's just start with it because it is the headline. The U.S. women win gold in dramatic fashion. They scored late in the third with the goalie pull to tie it at 1. And then the overtime winner, 2-1. They beat Canada. Screw you, buddy.
Yeah, screw you, buddy.
I'll take that, Canada. Just fantastic. It was nerve-wracking. It honestly just did not look like it was going to be our day. But that's half the fun. Right, like when Sweden scored on the U.S. men the other day, and you're like, oh my God, are we going to blow this game? All that did was give us a chance to have Quinn Hughes walk off the winner.
Yeah.
It was even better. And we got an overtime winner. So sure, that made us crap our pants for 60 minutes, but the overtime was worth it. That goal was sick. The celebration was awesome. I mean, I can't even imagine if you're Keller and you scored an overtime game winner for gold.
For gold.
Like, that's... When you're 90, you're going to be like, I scored an overtime game winner. That's me. I mean, the whole world's watching. It's fantastic, man.
It's sweet.
I freaking love the Olympics.
Same. What a moment for all of them, but what a moment for Keller. What an awesome. As Parker said, and he's correct, what a video game move. Like, it was sweet.
Yeah, kind of through the defender and then kind of stops on a dime and cuts back. And the defender's trying to figure out where the puck is, where the offensive player is going. And slides it past the goalie. It was just fantastic. The men, though, today, Zachary, semifinals. Give me the breakdown of Slovakia.
Worse than Sweden. So I'm sure if you guys have seen the odds.
U.S. is minus 800.
But,
minus
like we
800
saw last night.
Yeah, U.S. was about minus 500 yesterday and had, well, how about Canada 2 days ago?
Yeah.
It was minus 1,000 against, who was it, Czechia? Almost got him?
Yeah.
The Czechs almost got him, right? And it was like, they were massive favorites and almost blew it. So
the puck
hockey's a weird sport.
Is minus 2.5.
Yeah.
But you get a bounce go your way. Yeah. I think they dominate today, though.
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
But we'll
That'll
see.
be fun. 2:10 today.
But good, I can nap first.
Yeah.
The women's game yesterday screwed up my nap. It really did. I slept for like 30 minutes, and then I woke up for the game. Can't they put it at 2:10? What is that in Milan time? Like 9:10?
Yeah, you'll definitely, though.
Are they 7 hours ahead?
I think so. You'll definitely be up if they play in the gold medal game at 7:10 on Sunday.
Perfect.
That'll be perfect.
Yep. I get up about 6:30.
Yep.
Throw a monster down.
Wow.
Energy.
Good for
the
him.
monster.
Yeah, good for him.
Watch about 45 minutes of poker and then be ready for the game.
Yep.
Yep. Got to see what's going on.
Yeah. It'll be great.
That'll be great. The Wolves are back in action tonight. They are hosting Dallas at 6:30. First game in a week and change because, of course, last weekend was the All-Star game. So the Timberwolves post-All-Star break commences tonight. Target Center, 6:30.
No Cooper Flag, and they are, I think, about 11.5 to 12.5 point favorites tonight, that being the Wolves. They should win and win handedly, but we've seen this team before where they don't, but against these bad teams with hurt players. But
but this is also in the last handful of years where they start to put the pedal down and start to look like they're caring.
Did I hear yesterday on Gerdsey and Barrero that they went 20-5 last year in this stretch?
Something like that, yeah. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's start Karen now. Now it matters.
Well, I don't know if Karen can play, but I don't know if we can start her, but yeah.
Why couldn't we?
I mean, we could. She could probably start over Mike Conley.
Oh.
I used to work with a Karen. Karen Filippelli. Paul, your hands up.
He's not here.
Who?
Rosie.
God, all my bits only work on Rosie.
Do you always work with her here?
No, I've worked with her in 2 different spots.
Where's the other one?
Well, I worked with her at... Oh, my God. Hang on.
How can you not remember?
Come on, man.
Well, she was the regional manager of Utica.
Oh.
Hey, that's where we are.
No, I got the reference now.
In Utica.
Give me a minute.
But where was that other one that Josh was the...
Who's Josh? A buddy of yours?
Yeah, one of my former coworkers.
Oh, okay. Haven't you only worked here for like 30 years?
Talk amongst yourselves for a second. Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island discuss.
Sorry, Corey.
I'm super mad. I can't think of this. So give me 30
obviously
seconds.
everybody who's familiar with the show knows that Corey will not be able to move on until he thinks of it.
Yeah.
Sauce.
He'll get it though. I think.
I think this happens. I don't know about you, Sauce, but for me, this happens enough to where I've been able to learn how to wave the white flag because I'll never think of it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I give up.
But,
yeah, I give up easily.
Yeah.
Which is probably not a good thing, but we're trying.
No.
I think it's Stamford, Connecticut.
It is.
Here's the thing. Like when you asked me like a month or two ago if I could name like 15 Paul Simon songs, and then I named about 8, and you were like, you could have just said words. You could have said anything.
Yeah, the way I eventually got there is I remember Andy Bernard being like, Stanford, Connecticut, and he was cheering because the Scranton branch was shutting down, and he was basically doing a victory dance that his branch was not. I just couldn't pull the name for a second.
He's the worst TV character in TV history.
That's not even close to
He's
true.
terrible.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be annoying. That's part of his character.
It's terrible.
It was terrible when he was the boss. That was.
I don't think I watched it that far.
It was basically the last season plus.
Is the last season bad?
Yep.
Like,
again, it has its moments. 8 and 9 have comedic moments where you're like, that's pretty funny or that's very creative. But just the whole vibe is gone. The charm is gone. Once Steve Carell was out the door.
Which was 7?
He left during 7, yep. So you had 8 and 9 with basically James Spader as Robert California and then Andy Bernard. And those two basically were like the bosses the rest of the way. And it just wasn't interesting.
What?
Had its moments, though.
Yeah. Peak Office is elite.
Yep.
Elite.
Seasons 2 and 3, I would still say, are the best.
Yeah. 2 and 3 are outstanding.
Yep. The Twins play the Gophers today. Then they have the Red Sox tomorrow. So now we actually are, at least having, quote, games.
Yeah, man.
Down in spring training.
Yeah, Bonus is excited.
Who plays the Gophers? Like, what does the Twins lineup look like when they play the Gophers? What does that even mean?
Well, I'm sure
You know what I mean?
They'll throw, like, probably
does any
7
starter,
to 9 different pitchers out there.
Does any actual opening day starter though play against the Gophers? I don't.
It depends.
I literally don't know how serious they take a game like this.
This is a dumb question, but I would assume it's at like the Fort. They aren't traveling for this. This is probably at the Fort Myers facility, so the starters will be there.
But
I would
do they
guess
even
guys
play?
like no, but I would guess guys like Walker Jenkins will play and.
I wonder.
Culpepper guy, and yeah. I don't know, man.
No idea.
Can we gamble on it?
That would be unbelievably degenerate, which is why we should look into it.
All right. Let me
Like, does
look into it.
DraftKings have a line on
look.
Gophers Twins? I doubt it. Not if it's like a.
I mean, they have
scrimmage.
a line on the Yankees-Baltimore game.
Yeah, but those are two actual MLB teams.
They do not have a line on
I was going to say, you can't have a Gopher Twins game be up there.
Who would bet on preseason baseball?
Degenerates.
I'm
Dark Star would have.
Oh. Well, yeah, but he would have been there.
I know every time we talk Dark, I tend to bring that up because it was one of the most awesome afternoons of my life. Because I did have one of those, like, I'm in Dark Star's apartment. Like, it didn't matter if I had already kind of had my radio career up and running. I'm like, Dark Star wants me over to his house just to shoot the S and hang out and talk radio. And I'm like, what is going on? But the one thing that I always forget to bring up is the regret of like really paying attention because you've been there, right?
Oh yeah.
He had like a Hall of Fame level of memorabilia in his apartment.
Yes.
On display. Like it was. I don't even remember how many autographed baseballs and there's jerseys and there's this and there's
Bats
that.
And
there was so much of it that I didn't look at it individually. I just was like, man, you got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the Louvre in Paris, you're like, cool, a lot of paintings, a lot of sculptures. I get it. But you don't really look at each individual work of art. I look back at that afternoon at Dark's apartment going, I didn't really care about any individual thing that he had. I was just kind of in awe of the massive collection.
A moment.
So I wish I would have just waited had another 30 minutes and been like, walk me through some of this stuff, man.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah.
Because I was like, cool, man, that's a lot of stuff.
He had a lot of great stuff, and yeah, he was the best, man.
How much of it, like, didn't they basically auction all of that off, like in an estate sale?
They did. They had a huge estate sale.
I wonder what he had.
One of my, I got a few regrets, but one of my biggest regrets is not going to that. I was just so
estate
I was
sale?
just crushed by it. And
buy some of his stuff, right?
I would have.
Yeah.
Somebody. Well, this is his actual hat that I wear. Him and I went to the Trailer Park Boys, and he had the tickets and had them autograph the poster framed and put up in his apartment. And I wish I'd gone to get that.
Well, somebody has it, right?
Somebody has that, and I would
find a way to buy it.
I would buy that. But yeah, he had he had all kinds of sweet stuff. And then the best is like
Hang on, stop there for a second. If you're listening and you have the Trailer Park poster autographed from Dark Stars estate sale, email the Power Trip or email Meat Sauce. Let's find a way to get that in your hands.
I would appreciate that.
That'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, I would pay.
Somebody's
pay you
got
for
it.
That. Somebody has to have that. I would pay you for that. And it was like he had like, just as you said, like there might have been like a Mickey Mantle baseball in there.
There probably was.
Yeah, and like he had a cool card collection.
Exactly.
He was just cool, man. And then he'd drive around in the sweet Maserati and he'd pick you up in Warriors basketball shorts, couple $1,000 pair of loafers, and just a T-shirt.
He was
the best,
essentially
man.
Pretty Woman, right?
Yeah.
If you saw him walk in the street, you'd be like, that guy's homeless.
Somebody get that man back to his home.
And then he gets into a Maserati.
Yeah.
You'd be like, that homeless guy drives a Maserati?
Yeah. I'll never
doesn't make any sense.
When him and I went to the Trailer Park Boys bit down at the Orpheum, he saw that they were offering like a meet and greet, and he paid the merch guy like $200 to have me and him go first. Yeah. And the phone I had sucked, and I don't even have the picture anymore, the two of us, but yeah, that was a fun moment. Of course, he valeted his car at one of the steakhouses.
Of course he does.
They just left it there. It was great.
Yeah,
he was great, man. I miss him every day. Sucks. Be 14 years ago in June. Hideous.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucked. Not fun. But he was the best. I'm glad the small piece of him I had in my life was outstanding. And
so there's that soundbite from Common Show, right? Like, I'm going to be 66 next week, right? And Common goes, 66?
Yep.
So was that was the year that he died?
He died when he was 66.
So he would have been 80-ish right now?
Yeah, be 80, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, Dark would have been 80.
Yeah.
And I bet his life would have been identical.
Yeah.
Betting the horses, betting the gold. The only thing that he missed the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, and
God,
I think
he would have loved that.
One of the hot rumors is he'd put it, because he wanted the first one, he'd put a huge down payment down, and I think the Maury's, like the Maserati dealership down there on 394, he put a huge payment down on their SUV because he wanted the first one. And yeah, I don't know what happened to that because he passed away before that came out. But yeah, he was one of a kind, man. And he just loved cigarettes.
Loved him. But imagine being a Warriors fan and essentially missing the Splash Brothers era.
Well, like I say all the time,
man,
I probably would have been lucky enough to go to one of those games with him because he would have found himself the front row at the Warriors stadium.
1,000,000,000%.
Yes. Yeah, he would have. The one he's got with PA where he says, "No love for my Golden State Warriors." It's so good. When Nordo and Tenna got all those drops. I'm so glad they did all that.
All right, we'll do What Really Matters in a second. No Mr. Z because he said there's almost nothing opening up this weekend, but we'll talk to him next week for Scream 7 and so on and so forth. But we'll do What Really Matters after this. Alexis in like 10 minutes. Marnie in a little over 40. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
We all had that one teacher who believed in us. Show your gratitude with Thank a Teacher. Powered by Donors Choose. Nominate a public school teacher to win $5,000 for their classroom. This week, we want to give a shout out to Yvonne Lockmiller, who has been teaching for over 30 years. Nominate a teacher to thank today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Let's do What Really Matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports and in between. Sauce will change your life with something else.
Yeah,
it's brought to you by Ovo LASIK and Lens. Thanks, Ovo LASIK and Lens. Change your life. Get LASIK with our friends at Ovo. Ovo LASIK and Lens are right off of 394. I could probably throw a curling stone all the way to Ovo if this was like, not buildings and stuff, like over here.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to and you could
the
sweep
bird
it.
Flies.
Yeah, and you could sweep it all the way there.
I could. Yeah, it's that close, but
I don't think you could throw a curling stone.
Yeah,
I think they're too heavy for you to throw it.
They're 40 pounds. I could throw them.
How far do you think you could actually throw one?
Just a handful of feet, but I could throw them. I mean, I couldn't throw them 20 yards. I could probably throw them, 5 feet.
What if you put it on its side and scale it?
Ooh, yeah.
His friends will find it.
God, great bit.
Yeah. A lot of inside jokes.
God, I love curling.
Alyssa Liu won gold.
Oh, Care 11.
The elusive Olympic women's figure skating goal, as a lot of people are saying. That look, that's not something we do very often, but we did it. It's been 24 years since an American woman had won an individual Olympic gold in figure skating. But then entering yesterday's free skate, boom, we got it. The 20-year-old Alyssa Liu. She retired, I guess, at 16. From figure skating.
Yeah.
And it was like, never mind, I'm back in this. And then boom, gold medal in 2026.
Good for her.
I didn't see a second of that. Anybody watch that?
No.
No, sir.
I wonder how dramatic it was. People love figure skating. And apparently Minnesota loves the Winter Olympics. I saw the headline again that the Minneapolis-St. Paul area is basically the number one market in the country for Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's
we like
sweet.
winter sports. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of Olympians, the second most, right behind Colorado.
Man,
So we're
good.
invested.
Yeah, man.
Good for us.
But what really matters is this.
Here are some Olympic facts. Although the modern version of the Olympics only started in 1896, they actually go all the way back much, much further. The Olympics have been traced back to the summer of 776 BC in Olympia, Greece. Hence the name. And of course, back then, only men were permitted to compete. And they had to compete completely naked.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, Zach.
Why don't they still do that?
Progress.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That would have been fun. 776, though, huh?
Yeah. Right?
BC.
Yeah.
1,000. Oh, BC.
So the modern Olympics started right after the pyramids.
That's right.
The modern ones, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Zachary, give me your top 3 Olympic events in 776 BC.
Wrestling. The one where they chop somebody's head off and play soccer with it.
Jeez.
And I would say, probably the 100-meter dash.
Yeah.
But they didn't have meters back then, so it's probably 100 feet dash.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You just want a lot of helicoptering.
A lot of helicoptering.
Yeah.
That's actually how they were invented, helicopters. Do you know that?
Wieners?
No, helicopter. They saw what the air they could get from a helicopter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy.
That's hot.
That is something.
The NBA is back. They played a whole bunch of games last night, but again, the Timberwolves resume their post-All-Star break tonight at 6:30. San Antonio won last night. Where are they now? Let me check the standings quickly. They should have done this before the show, but where are we at here? The Spurs, are they still? Oh my gosh, the Spurs are just 2.5 back of Oklahoma City.
Yeah, because they
Remember
beat
when it
up
looked
on
like?
them.
Remember when it looked like OKC was not only unstoppable, but definitely not catchable.
Yeah.
They are 42-14, which is insane, right? That's
Yeah.
a 750 win percentage. But the Spurs have won 7 straight, and Wemby and crew are 39-16, just 2.5 games out of the Oklahoma City Thunder. But did you know, Sauce, and I just looked this up, I did not know this either. You know the second best team in the NBA is?
Cleveland?
Actually, hang on. I screwed this up. They have the second most wins, but they actually have the best record in the NBA. Who has the best record in the NBA? It's not Oklahoma City.
Cleveland.
No.
Spurs.
No. I just said they were 2.5 back.
Yeah, but I thought like it's an East team,
It
obviously.
sure is.
The New York Knicks.
Nope.
Man.
Give you a little hint. The last handful of years, this team has sucked. But
It's Detroit.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
now all of a sudden Detroit kind of figured it out last year, and now they are legit. They are 41-13.
They
so
are-
one fewer win than OKC, but one fewer loss. So the win percentage is 759, which is better than 750.
They are the definition of it takes one player, and that is Cade Cunningham. And that's why, like, the NBA, and I'm sure you have it, where they're going to now probably have different ways to attack the tanking. And it's like,
they have a whole bunch of proposals.
Yeah.
Nothing's finalized. Adam Silver just definitely said, we're going to do something next year about tanking,
and it was
anti-tanking.
like, combine the two records, which I think like
the WNBA does that.
WNBA does that, and then you can't have a top 4 pick 2 years in a row, which I think the MLB does. And yeah.
Did they ever play naked back in the day in the NBA? Was that always never a thing?
You're too
No?
Like, give me your top 3 Winter Olympic events. If the Winter Olympics were in 776 BC.
Speed skating, the biathlon.
Man.
And
that's cold wieners, though.
Yeah, I know.
What about the 2-man bobsled?
Yeah.
I like the 4-man one.
What about the one where you lay on top of each other?
Oh, man. That is a good one.
Thank you.
That's the 2-man
Is it
luge.
that chair? Do you just sit in that chair and become horny?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
There's Girl Scout cookies just sitting here.
You can have some.
No, they're not mine.
They were given to me. I've forgotten them. You can have them. I can't open it because I'll eat all of them.
I can't open them because I'll have an entire sleeve.
Yeah.
Crispy.
Why have one?
Chocolate wafers.
Right.
The whole sleeve.
Dipped in
that goes
mint.
for Ritz. That goes for saltines. That goes for Girl Scout cookies.
Do you eat Triscuits?
Sure.
The salt and pepper Triscuits are outstanding.
Sounds gross, but I'll take your word for it.
You wouldn't eat them?
Play the music. There is a serving suggestion on a box of Girl Scout cookies. How many cookies is the serving suggestion?
I'll say 3.
I'll say 2.
You know what? Have another one, Court. 4.
All right, 4 Girl Scout cookies. The calories are going to be... I'm going to say each one is in the 75-ish range.
That is probably a very good guess.
So I'm going to say for 4 cookies, it's 300 calories.
I'm going to say for 4 cookies, it's 280 calories.
Well, white bear math, it's pretty easy, Core.
It's 100 each.
40 calories.
Oh, 40.
Oh.
For a total of 160 calories per serving. That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
But when I have a serving, I want protein. And I'm looking for something... Where can I get a serving of protein?
I don't know where you're going with.
I mean, I think a serving of Kemp's milk and a serving of...
Oh, yeah. Got it now. Kemp's milk is a great source of protein per serving, and also you could get some Cheerios protein.
That's what I just need a serving of both.
Yeah, then you combine them together. Great serving of protein per serving.
Put that word on my list, too, by the way, with beverage and parched and a serving.
Oh.
Serving? Just...
I think I was at Costco.
Yeah.
I was at Costco yesterday.
Yeah, how about this?
And I heard a lady say loudly, "I'm parched." And I looked around to see if it was like a listener or somebody like doing it but it wasn't. It was just some older lady was like, "I'm parched."
Yeah, because that's what old people say. That's what I tell my daughters. Old people say parched. Paul, your hands up.
The lady at Costco who was parched, Woodhawk.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Because she likes free samples.
Yeah.
And she's parched. Yuck. Ugh.
All right, Alexis
never
is
be
here. Let's go
parched,
get her.
by the way.
All right, we'll do more of what really matters
mic's
after
on.
this. We'll get Alexis's reaction to the women winning gold yesterday. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
In a brand new bed, hoping your dreams come true. He sleeps alone.
Zach was in full panic mode. What's going on over there?
So
What happened?
when Alexis gets here, she parks in a certain area. Mm-hmm. She doesn't park in the lot. And he was down there like looking for. He didn't know that she parks
Somewhere else.
somewhere else.
So he went down there and couldn't find her.
And then he was trying to get the cameras working. It says like it's technical difficulties, and then I love it says sauce went out for a dome dog. I didn't
Right.
know that was the message. That's funny.
So when we have technical difficulties on the stream, it says sauce went out for a dome dog.
Yeah, that's genius. Because it's about me.
All right, Zach just sent me a text. He's going back to look for her.
Yeah.
How many options are there? I mean, there's only 3 doors she could be at.
Yeah, it's
This one behind us, the side door by Continental, and then the parking
Yeah,
lot
it's
door.
that one.
It's those 3.
Yeah. But I think he just assumed that everybody I don't know.
Is this going to be another Hermantown moment where he comes back up and he's like,
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I'm sure he ran down. Yeah. Because I was going to go do it, but then he was, I don't know if we're like on the.
he's panicking about the stream. He cares about all of the people that are mad about the stream right now. Trust me, he cares.
To Big Salty on the chat, I am drinking a poppy, yes.
They're watching you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Big Brother is watching you always.
Oh, yeah, they're always watching me, yeah.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Same. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Yeah.
I was just singing Rockwell. I didn't actually mean that.
Oh.
I don't think anybody's watching me.
Everybody's watching you, man.
Are you paranoid?
Me?
About
yeah.
people watching you?
I'm paranoid about everything, yeah. Everything. It's a weird way to live life because I think at some point I'm going to be like, why did I worry about that all the time? But,
What do you worry about?
oh, everything. Losing my job.
Fair. Keep going.
I'm paranoid about, like, my kiddo being okay. Paranoid about Muppy. Like when we sleep in the bed, like at least.
Just Muppet, though.
Well, and Winnie, but Muppet's older. And it's a.
Interesting though how you said Muppet, though, and you didn't say, like, my dogs. You just said my dog.
No, but Muppy has a heart condition. So at least once a night, I'll, like, move her feet to see if she moves every night to make sure she's alive, yeah? It's a weird life I live.
Hey, how about, speaking of dogs, how about the last 48 hours following Audra Martin on social media?
Unbelievable.
Man, it's when a dog goes missing, especially when there's a foot of snow and the dog's been gone for more than 24 hours.
And it's a littler dog.
It's a little dog, and she's posting how the dog got out and they don't know where it is. And I'm like, this is just not going to be a happy ending. I'm not comparing it to the Savannah Guthrie story, but once it goes a handful of days for a dog, or in Nancy Guthrie's case, now we're in like week 4 almost, right? It's like 3 or 4 weeks. You're like, man, what are the chances? It's not 0.
No.
But what are the chances this turns out positive? And when Audra was posting that she had her dog missing, and I'm like, this is a dog that's out in the cold. They
Shorter
can't find
than the
it.
snow that we got.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it got hit by a car. It's froze to death. It's just not going to end well. I'm like, man, I just felt so bad for her.
Same.
And she posted yesterday that they found the dog, and I'm like, how in the sweet hell did that happen? Man, that was the craziest. Alexis, you saw that? Man, the Audra Martin dog story.
I was literally in tears. I was like, if that was my dog, I wouldn't be doing anything until that dog was found.
Man. Correct. So happy that they found Lottie.
I reacted similarly to that news than as the game-winning goal. Like, I was so...
Tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I was telling my daughters about it. I'm like, man, yeah, Audra's dog is gone. Terrible story. And my little one just goes, why did you tell us that? Now I'm sad.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
like,
depressing.
I tell
Why'd
that to
you
my
bring
husband
that
all the
up?
time. I'm like, don't tell me stuff that's going to upset me. Just don't. I don't need to know.
So I told them the story, and about 30 minutes later, she posted that they found. I'm like, hey, see, that's why I told you, because now we have a happy ending. It's
They're like,
unbelievable.
Go back downstairs.
Exactly. Hi, Alexis. Good morning.
How are you
All
doing?
right, perfect timing that you're here, because
Great.
obviously that game yesterday was just absolutely epic.
Yeah.
We've already had Parker on talking about it. I know Taylor sounds like she's got some media responsibilities with NBC and Today's Show possibly and all these different things. So she's still got some responsibilities today in Milan. But Parker obviously said he partied with them until like 3 a.m. The girls kept going. He went to bed, but everybody's up and feeling good and obviously on cloud 9. What a game. So walk us through it. You're a huge hockey fan. You were tweeting about it and posting about it. The tension, the excitement, the heartbreak, then the ultimate triumph. It was just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, as hard as it is to sit through an overtime game for something that matters, that is exactly how you would want that game to go. You don't want a blowout either way. You don't want it to be boring. You want something exciting. You want something a little back and forth, and you got that. And I was so concerned that a shorthanded goal was going to be the game-winning goal. I'm like, that can't be how this all ends. There's got to be more to it. So, I mean, to have Hillary Knight score the tying goal in she said it's her final Olympics, but then the post-game show, she was like, I don't know, but it's probably her final Olympics. Breaks the record for most goals by a man or woman for USA Hockey in the Olympics with that goal. So just to have her score that, force overtime. I thought they kind of pulled the goalie a little early, in my opinion. I was proven wrong, thankfully. And then, to have it taken care of in overtime. I mean, the pass by Heisey was as beautiful as the goal by Keller. When she launched that up ice, I was like, no way this connects. It's such a long pass to make, and Keller grabs it, makes a great move, scores on the backhand, and it was just... You couldn't have drawn it up any better. Back-to-back overtime games for American hockey fans was a tough couple stretch of days. Hopefully today is different. But it was a beautiful finish. And truly, I think this is one of the best USA hockey teams for the women have ever put together. And they showed that through the entire tournament and took care of business in the one game that really got tough for them. They found a way to win.
Wasn't Edwards the one that had the shot that Knight redirected? I felt really good for her because on the shorthanded goal, I know the NBC broadcasters were I couldn't tell if they were giving her a pass or being, again, I don't know enough hockey to know, but because in slow-mo, it looked like she was just kind of being lazy for a second and not paying attention. They were trying to say that the puck bounced off the boards in a way that she wasn't expecting, and that's why she was late getting back.
I would agree with that. It was kind of a tough play. I mean, granted, it is what it is. Tough plays happen. You still have to find a way to correct and make the play. But at the end of the day, it was definitely a weird kind of bounce, and I do think that led to at least the opportunity. But just, the tournament she had in general, just to see what she did and kind of her story and stuff, and obviously one of the college players. It's always fun to see the college kids shine.
Where did she play college?
Wisconsin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. But to see, Team Canada, all of their players play in the PWHL. America had 16 PWHL players. The rest were, college kids. So to kind of see that mix of some of those young kids that we're going to be seeing in the PWHL someday versus the players that are already there. And then you've got the players like Kendall Coyne-Schofield, Hillary Knight, who've been there before the PWHL even existed. And most sports fans know their names. It was just cool to see the blend of different players on this American hockey team. And they truly dominated this tournament.
Well, and obviously this is the first Olympic cycle since the PWHL has existed. So I wonder if we see a small boost or pop post, gold medal. What do they start? In a week or so?
The games start again next week. Minnesota doesn't play again until the very beginning of March. But the PWHL picks back up, and that's the goal. What
a cool selling point.
61 PWHL players played in the tournament between all the different countries that were represented. Obviously, a good chunk of those were American and Canadian players, but other countries had some really great PWHL players on their teams as well. And that's the whole point, is that, we hope as people who cover the PWHL that instead of saying I like watching women's hockey, you say, I love Hillary Knight. I love watching Erin Frankel in between the pipes. My new favorite player is so-and-so. I think this player is awesome. So you take it from this macro level to this micro level. Even my husband last night, he's like, I had to Google Hillary Knight after because she looked, and he's not a hockey person in general. And he was like,
you married a non-hockey person?
I know, yeah.
Let me guess, he doesn't like books.
No, he doesn't.
See, you guys are a match made in heaven. His excuse is
he's like, I have to read all the time for work. I don't want to read it for fun.
Well said. That guy gets it, man.
But he was like, I Googled Hillary Knight because she looks so familiar and I couldn't remember where I knew her from. And that's the point. We want people being like, oh, what's this player's story? Where do they play? How long have they been playing? And, you see that immediately. And even people tweeting about it. They're not just tweeting, oh, the American team did great. They're tweeting about certain players, certain plays. That's what you want to get out of it. And it's going to be really fun to see, hopefully, the bump that PWHL gets in viewership, in ticket sales, all of that coming out of this Olympic break.
Are you sick of Taylor winning everything? We've been talking about that for an hour. All she does is win.
Come on, keep it coming. Let's win another championship here in Minnesota at the end of the PW season.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
career. She's an unstoppable force. Let's do more of what really matters, shall we? Saucy Saucerston?
Yeah, man.
All right. We talked a little bit about it late yesterday. It kind of broke late in the show. But this the Chicago Bears being lured to Indiana. Indiana passed a bill unanimously that would lure the Bears away from Chicago and into Hammond, Indiana. Isn't that nuts? 24-0 was the vote.
Which we learned is like 25 miles from Chicago. It's not far.
No, but still, it is in Indiana.
It
It's
is.
just
I would
weird.
be hurt if Minnesota played in Wisconsin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know there's precedent. Again, everybody brings up the fact that both New York teams play in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. It just...
It feels weird.
It feels super weird. And I know it's just a little bit stranger to me when it's a city name
Yeah.
that's not in the city.
And
Now,
a
you could say-
historic franchise,
That's a
too.
good point.
You could say the same thing. It's like, well, why would it be any weirder if it was the Illinois Bears and now they don't play in Illinois? I agree. It's just even stranger when a city of Chicago is not even now. It's not even in the city. It's not even in the state. It's not even close. We're talking Indiana now. I don't know. It's just weird. It's
So-
just super weird.
When we talked about it yesterday, it's a lot of like politicking, and there are some people who may control things like we didn't think they would. Maybe the mob, who I agree with.
Of course you do.
What's going to happen when the Chicago Cubs need a new stadium?
I don't know.
Because Wrigley's sweet, but there's like 4 bathrooms in the whole place, and that's not an exaggeration.
That's plenty.
But
wait your turn or hold it.
No, when you're slamming
Go
old
in a trash
styles,
can.
you got to pee every like 15 minutes. So, but no, I'm being serious. What if they can't get a football stadium? What are they going to do when that team needs a new baseball stadium?
So here's the gray area. Like if somebody, back to your point, Alexis, if somebody told me the Vikings either move to Hudson, Wisconsin, or they move to like LA and they're just gone.
Hudson.
Then,
I mean, I would take Hudson.
Then I would take Hudson. But like if it was just, all right, we stay. Let's say the Metrodome was still a thing, and it's like we either stay in the Metrodome or we go to Hudson, Wisconsin. I'd be like, the Dome ain't that bad.
Yeah, stay in the Dome.
Stay in Minneapolis.
I'll front the money for a new stadium if those are the two choices.
Exactly.
Just give me a few years.
So if that's the situation the Bears were in, where it's like we can't sustainably stay here, we got to move to Indiana, or we're in a huge, like the Bears aren't going to leave Chicago. It's a giant city, right? The NFL is not taking a team out of that market, but I guess this is what they had on the table. If the city of Chicago wasn't going to step up or they couldn't cut a deal, then Indiana says sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do you
I
think
don't
the
want
players
the
care
Vikings in
about this
Hudson.
stuff? Like, do you think it bothers them?
That's a good question.
I feel like it bothers them less than it bothers fans, probably.
Yeah.
Because fans are going to come either way. Like, especially for the NFL. Like, fans will show up. It doesn't... For a dedicated fan base, they will come. They've been sitting outside at Soldier Field for decades, and it hasn't bothered them. They'll go wherever, but...
And it's going to be domed, right? Did you say that? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say basically that Mike Ditka would be rolling over in his grave, and they're like, Ditka's not dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, that would be big time news.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would think especially if you're not from Chicago and you're playing for the
You wouldn't
Bears,
care. Yeah.
and they say, hey, you're moving to Hammond, Indiana. And then somebody explains to them, that's only like 25 minutes outside of Chicago. I would say, well, does that make traffic better? Right, if I'm a player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you could tell a whole bunch of NFL players, hey, live in Stillwater because you're going to play in Hudson, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And the traffic from Stillwater to Hudson is going to be significantly better going to work than, Eagan to Minneapolis or wherever they live now.
Yeah. Everybody loves an easy commute.
I think the players would say that's an easier commute.
Yeah.
I get to play in front of a giant crowd no matter what. What do I
Correct.
care?
I'm getting paid the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. But I think you're right. I think the fans probably care more. What really matters, though, is this.
In 1915, art competitions were part of the Olympic Games. What year was the last year there were art competitions in the Olympics?
1915.
No.
Sad. I'm going to say the 50s.
Wait,
It started in 15,
15
right?
was an Olympic year?
That's what this says. I don't know.
So I'm going to go with probably
Maybe twice.
23.
Oh, you guys are giving art
19,
no credit.
23,
Okay.
27. I'm going to go with 1931.
I'll say 1919.
That's the year my grandma was born.
Which one? The one that was an alcoholic or the one that never took another lover?
B. 1948.
Oh.
Are you nuts?
Sweet, I was the closest.
30 years of
lasted
art?
until the controversial decision to scrap the artistic component of the Olympics in 1948.
I mean, that's just not a sport. I
and
don't
some-
understand.
So the last one was 44?
Well, maybe, yeah. I guess if you put it that way.
I mean, I love art, but it's not meant
No,
for the
art-
Olympics.
I don't know
So
if you guys
did-
are history buffs. Or
Did
not.
they have 4 years to paint something, or is this speed painting?
No idea. They
Is this like, hey, show up in 4 years with the best work you have, and we'll judge it, or it's like, hey, here's a canvas.
Yeah,
you
I
all
would
have
watch
an hour
that.
and a half.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Timed art.
Yeah.
Right.
That included music, painting, writing, and sculpting.
That's
Writing.
I mean, this is all terrible.
All right, AI. From 1912 to 1948, painting was an official Olympic medal category requiring artists to submit original sports-themed works.
Oh, come on.
Part
Specific.
of Baron Pierre de Coubertin's
Nailed it.
pentathlon. Did I nail that?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
How would we know?
I think you got close, though.
It's as good as it's going to get, I think.
Pentathlon of the Muses. These competitions awarded gold, silver, and bronze medals with painting. Let's see here. All entries had to be original, never previously published, and directly inspired by sports. The categories allowed for oil paintings, watercolors, drawings, some cases graphic arts. International jury judged these submissions, and medals were awarded just like in athletic events.
You know what? I'm on board with that. I think
Oh.
we should bring that back.
How
That's
about-
kind of fun.
How about this, though? Though sometimes no medals were awarded if the quality was deemed insufficient.
Oh.
No,
God.
see, now that's hilarious.
Yeah, that is.
You're saying this is the world's best, but you all suck?
Right. That's pretty epic. If you're watching figure skating, and you're like, man, the German judge there was pretty hard on the American skater. That doesn't seem fair. That's a rough judge. How about if the entire panel of judges was like, none of you did anything worth value.
Yeah.
stick person.
Nobody
drawing
gets
is
medals.
terrible.
All of you go home. That's aggressive.
Yeah, that is aggressive.
Now, art is subjective. So can you
Yeah.
imagine? Here's like 10 paintings. 10 painters that are like, I'm the best sports painter in the world. You finished 10th.
Yeah.
That's not good. What's wrong with mine? It's terrible.
It's terrible. It's ugly.
Yeah.
Your shading is off.
Yeah.
How about this?
Try
There's-
cross-hatching next time,
I
you
don't
son
know
of a
what that
bitch.
means. A lot of people are pointing out that the players probably love it because they would guess the taxes in Indiana are way better.
Oh, that's big brain thinking right there. That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easier
Yeah, probably.
commute. You're getting paid the same, paying less in taxes. What's not to love, I
Like
guess?
if you were the if you were the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Falcons all of a sudden were like, we're going to whatever city is closest in Florida, you'd go absolutely.
Oh, yeah, especially
'Cause there's
Florida.
no income tax.
Yeah.
State income tax.
I don't know what the
You still pay
difference
federal.
Sure.
And Atlanta's super expensive, so.
Yeah, I've never been. I've only been to the airport. Cool.
There's not a lot of spots to eat downtown. That's why I had Hooters to go. True story. Never went in there. Didn't want to sit
I
there by
thought that
myself.
was illegal.
No, you can't sit there alone. That's weird.
No, I didn't want to be that guy. I'm like, I just want curly fries. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not going to sit here.
Did I ever tell you about the one time I ran into Guardsy at the Hooters at the Mall of America at
How
like
high
2
were
o'clock
you?
in the morning?
2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
No.
Good times.
That Hooters is open at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Well, so it was during the Super Bowl. He claims he was there because he needed to charge his phone.
Right.
But it was like the night where they decided that they're going to let all those places all be open till like 4 a.m. because of the Super Bowl.
Was Rosie there pre-gaming a movie with his kid?
Yeah. Well, the whole family was there. It was beautiful, really.
It's a family
Yeah,
restaurant.
it's a family restaurant.
Do they have a kids menu there?
I mean, I eat there, so technically, right? Like, again, they have curly fries.
I think they do.
Good Diet Coke. One of the few places you can get Diet Coke at the mall.
I didn't get Diet Coke to go.
Diet Coke.
That sounds so
Honestly,
good.
like, again, where Gerdzie and I
brilliant.
stayed for the Final Four, there just was no option. It was downtown. I'm like,
Waffle House, I suppose you don't
I just
like
remember
anything.
saying, I'm like, I don't want to sit there by myself.
No, you can't.
I'm just not that guy.
Dude, that was
Never
a Waffle House scenario if there ever was one.
No.
No,
You like waffles, right?
Yeah, but I didn't see a Waffle House. I would have gone to Waffle House over Hooters to go.
yeah, well said. It's a family restaurant.
Didn't look like it. The news is next. Alexis is here. We'll have Marnie in about 20 minutes or so. Initials at 8:15, and yes, we're up to $110,000 for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. $110,000. That's freaking nuts. But the news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.